On the Hoops Junction. Today we're doing a Christmas Day recap. As I told you guys before, I knew the outcome of most of the games, and for the most part I was correct. I got 4 out of 5. Now they weren't as high scoring, which indicates another thing which I was telling you again, or what I was reiterating, is these guys don't want to play on Christmas Day. The first game, Miami Heat and the New Orleans Pelicans, it was 78-78 in the fourth quarter. It was the lowest scoring Christmas Day game ever recorded. So it's basically, it's very easy. These guys don't want to play. Their shooter percentages suck, and they don't want to be on the court. So the Heat won that game. Then we moved on to the Bulls and Thunder, and I correctly switched my pick to the Bulls because I knew the Thunder, whenever something is a given for them, they don't correctly execute, and they lose the games. I mean, it's always like that with them. They just don't trust the system. They don't try to play any new style of basketball that helps them win, and that's what happened. The Bulls came out. They actually trusted their system, and I know it was a lot of fuss made to be with Jimmy Butler's comments. When in all reality, it's not that they're not playing hard or anything. It's just a simple fact they're not trusting their system. If you don't trust your system, it's hard to play hard. So it's hard to play hard. If you don't trust your system, it's very difficult to play any harder. So I think that's what kind of took the edge off. You know, they came out 11-0 run because Hoiberg's system is set for good offense and ball movement, which a lot of teams are lacking, like the Oklahoma City Thunder. Speaking of lack of ball movement, we moved on to the Cavs-Warriors game. Oh man, there was no ball movement there, and the guys were shooting horribly, especially on the Cavs side. I think they went a combined 1 for 22 from 3 from Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, and LeBron James. LeBron James had the only 3 for the Cavs, and if that's the most exciting game for you, if you want to think about it, they were also in the low 80s in the fourth quarter. You know, the game ended like 84 or 88 to 83 or some 81. It was something very close, and it was low scoring, which also once again indicates these guys don't want to play on Christmas. They don't want to prepare. These games aren't special. They're only special to marketing, branding, and making money. But in terms of quality, it was bad quality, especially for the Cavs. I think the Cavs have to really work on their ball movement. They have to work on the ball movement and stop playing so much ISO ball with LeBron James. I know LeBron James is a great player isolating with the basketball, but imagine if you get him on the move or coming off a screen, then getting that one-on-one breakdown instead of him just running it down, dribbling in a bunch of times. You know, Kyrie Irving is just coming back. I wouldn't really have played him at all. They didn't play him at the end of the fourth quarter, but he wasn't doing well anyway. He was 0 for 5 from 3. Didn't shoot a real great percentage, period. So, but that game, I watched the end of the fourth quarter of that game. Then we move on to the next game, Spurs and Rockets. Rockets won 88-84, and in that game, the Rockets kind of surprised me because James Harden actually played pretty decent, like last year's James Harden instead of this year. So they actually came out on top there, and that game also, like, low, it's crazy. It's crazy if you guys don't ever understand what I'm trying to talk about. Unless you're like in the NBA playoffs where every possession matters, NBA teams should not be scoring 80 points in the fourth quarter. Like, your finals shouldn't be 89-84. Your finals shouldn't be 88-84. It should never ever be that way. And once again, it reared its ugly head. I felt sorry for anybody watching the game because you had to watch such horrible offense, and that's what I'm saying. These guys don't want to play on Christmas. So, you know, James Harden actually played pretty well. Dwight Howard was getting those little putback dunks and lob dunks, so that went pretty well for him. Then we moved on to the Clippers and Lakers, and the Clippers actually had a 28-point lead and almost blew it. And that's what I mean about the Los Angeles Clippers. They just don't know when to put somebody down, and they don't know when to quit. They don't know when to stop talking. They don't know when to start talking. They just don't know how and when to do anything the correct way. They were up by 28 points. The Lakers came back on a 25-6 run or something like that, and you know, Chris Paul had to come back in the game. But they won their game comfortably, 94-84. So overall, those are recaps of the games. I didn't watch any of them except for the end of the Cleveland and Warriors game. If you did watch them, let me know what you felt about the quality. Do you feel like you're going to continue to watch Christmas Day games? Do you think they're worth the commotion that everybody's making about them? I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear your thoughts. And what was your favorite game there? What were your predictions? Were they right or were they wrong? I was 4 out of 5. What were you? I really want to hear it. I'm excited for the holidays. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, happy holidays in general. This is Vlad from Hoops Junction signing out. Take care. Hoops Junction, where hoops meets hoopla.